Hello everybody, my name's Choam and welcome to Dune Awakening. There is a fun event going on at the moment called the Choam Salvage Rights event, where you're going to find these strange looking cannons all over the map firing giant rockets everywhere and shipwrecks falling all over the sands in Hagar Basin. So how this event works is there are these cannons all over the map. They can spawn in many places all over Hagar, and there's also going to be these medium-sized shipwrecks that crash all over the sands, just like the normal crashing shipwrecks you see now and again. However, the model for them is different and they have two compartments in their back end. Before you touch any of this stuff though, you want to go to any trade post out there and look for this guy by a white hologram. He is the Choam merchant you could talk to, and if you have a chat with him, he'll give you 3 different contracts that will provide you with some Solari and some XP. It should also give you a bit of guidance on what you're doing, and then you'll also be able to access his store where you'll see these several different skins he sells and a little statue which is quite cute. So if you want some permanent fixtures to your base, like this little cannon I got up on this shelf right here, you're going to need to do some package collecting. There are 2 ways you can go about this. You're either going to be disabling cannons or looting shipwrecks. For the cannons, all you need to do is you need to go up to them. Don't get in the line of fire of the rocket, otherwise it might be a bit of a spicy time for you. You want to park up by them, and there'll usually be a couple of Kirab like defending it, so you want to get rid of them, dispatch them. And then there's always going to be 1 chest on this missile platform which you'll loot for your cargo. Once you got your cargo, you'll be able to use your mining laser, your cutter ray, to break into the panel on the turret, interact with it and turn off the turret, which should count as progress towards your contract. Now there are many missiles out here, and this is like one of the safe ways to get these cargo packages, and there's loads on the map you can access. The second more risky alternative, and I mean risky as the worms are very mean in this event, is going for the shipwrecks. So you'll find a shipwreck, you'll go and land down, and you'll see in the back end there is 2 compartments you can scan with your cutter ray. You want to break off the initial doors off of them, and then there's a second door you also need to scan and drill off the pieces to be able to get into the loot section of this area. Now you can have several different environmental formats when it comes to these rooms. They can be filled with poison, fire traps, maybe a bit of scrap in the way, or they could be empty of that and just have a chest. Both compartments will have a chest, and both of those chests will contain the cargo unless it's bugged. To get rid of any of the fire traps or poison gas, you can use yourself one of these bad boys at any level, a compactor, which will help you suck up the gas or fire to get rid of it. To be honest, you could also just walk through it and bandage up later, but when you loot that chest, there's a possibility of having NPCs spawn behind you. 3 can spawn, so beware of that. There might be some NPCs trying to gun you down on the sands, which will of course attract Shai Halud. Sometimes you have time to loot the second compartment, often or not you don't. You have to be quite quick about this looting when it comes to these shipwrecks, as I found if I'm not, then the worm definitely comes over for a munch. The second compartment will be a different type of room. Again, it could be poison, it could be fire, it could be just some piece of scrap in the way. I'll provide you examples of me going through all the different room formats, but they're not too bad, they're pretty simple. I did find towards the end of me doing this event, it kind of helped just drilling off both of the 4 doors that you get in the beginning and then making a quick move of getting the chest and all that good stuff. That way, if the NPCs do spawn, you can just jet in the other hole, get rid of them quickly and grab the chest. But sometimes the worm just comes too quick and that's what it is, and you have to leave. I definitely wouldn't mess with them on this event because they seem to spawn really close to the ships, and I've had it a couple times where like I'm literally zooming out because they've spawned so close to me. So those are your 2 methods of getting the parcels, and I will say to get about like 25, it probably took me about 20 to 30 minutes to get that amount. This was when I was just zipping around and seeing if I could find any shipwrecks and missile launchers and all that good stuff. But it seems to be a pretty quick event and you can get some quite cool skins for it as well. They're not really my cup of tea, but I definitely had to get them and the statue because, you know, completionist, why not? So you'll basically be rinsing, repeating these missile launchers and these shipwrecks until you have enough of these packages to trade with this guy to buy out all of his skins and his statues or whatever else he is selling. But those are your skins, and then if you come and have a look here, these are the statues, which my friend said this looks very sussy, I'm not gonna lie. And you know, I agree, it does look sussy, this missile launcher. It really is. Holy, oh my gosh.
Very big.
Ew. Stop sitting on it. Dude, why is it in your bum?
I figured out where it goes.
I like it.
You're the one sitting in the chair.
I was just trying to get a nice POV of it, and all I was seeing is you humping it. But enough of that. That's the event pretty much. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you are watching this around September 25 time, there's going to be a dev stream very soon about the next Dune Awakening update coming imminently. So if you can see here, you can see they have a dev live stream about the update and Lost Harvest on September 4th at 9 AM PT, 12 PM ET, and 6 PM CST. And for people in the UK, that is 5 PM BST. Either way, that's everything from me today. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.